Now, frequency distribution table of ungroup data will look like this. We have various columns. The column for class, and we have seen what a class is. The column for midpoint, we have seen that. Tally, we saw that earlier. Frequency, we know what frequency records. F of x, we know what it records. And the CF, we know when to use the CF column. So therefore, we are going to use this example to understand it better. So example, the marks below were scored by student in a test. We have those particular marks, and then we're told, starting with the class 12 to 16, create a frequency distribution table. Now, to do this, first of all, you need to understand what is the class interval in this particular class 12 to 16. What is the class interval? Because knowing the class interval in this particular class will enable you know how your classes will be moving. So we said that you can list the values 12, 13, 14, 15, and then finally 16. By counting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we say that this one can still be given by the bigger value 16 minus the smaller value 12. You get that difference, but you add 1. So 16 minus 12 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we're going to use the class interval of 5 in each case. So, and now, you know the number of classes we are going to get. We are going to have depends on the lower and the largest value in the set of data. In this case, the lowest value is 12 and the largest value is 28. So we're going to use a class interval of 5 and create classes until we are able to accommodate the score, which is the highest, that is 28. So now, this is how our classes will look like. The first class we were given, it was 12 to 16. Now, let me tell you how to get the next class easily. Already we have gotten the class interval. Our interval is 5. So to get the next class, we know that this is the 12 is the lower class limit of the first class, and 16 is the upper class limit of the first class. So to get the lower class limit of the next class, add 5 to it to the lower class limit of the previous class. So that is 12 plus 5. It gives you 17. And then to get the upper class limit of the next class, add 5 to this other one. 16 plus 5, this one will give you 21. So that will become the next class. The next class will therefore be 17 to 21. In a similar way, take 17, add 5, that gives you 22. Add 5 to 21, that gives you 26. And then the next class, 22 plus 5, 27. 26 plus 5, 31. Then remember, we are supposed to accommodate up to 28. That was our high score. So 12 to 16, we are still far away from 28. 17 to 21, far away from 28. 22 to 26, already we have not captured 28. So this other class, 27, 31, is the class that will capture the highest value, 28. And now let us find the midpoints of these particular classes. So we say that to get the midpoint of each class, take the lower class limit, add to the upper class limit, and then find the average. So we're going to have 16 plus 12 divided by 2, that one should give you 14. So here is 14. 17 plus 21 divided by 2 should give you 19. 22 plus 26 divided by 2 should give you 24. In short, it is easier after getting the first midpoint, then add the class interval that we had already determined. Add the class interval to the previous midpoint, it will give you the next midpoint. So 14 plus 5 is 19, 19 plus 5 is 24, 24 plus 5 is 29. So this is 29. And then tally we are going to get from the scores, the original score that you are given, by determining how many values fall between 12 to 16. Let us see. We had values here, 12 to 16. How many scores are inside there? We have the first one is here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's not any other, so we have 4 scores. So tally will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the frequency is 4. The next 17 to 21. So we have the first one is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 values. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Frequency is 8. The next 22 to 26, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 scores. So how do we write 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the frequency is 9. Finally, the last class, 27 to 31, we have 1, 2. So there are 2. So 1, 2. And then the frequency is 2. And then we get the summation of f, the sum of the frequency. We add 4 to 8 to 9, and then finally up to 2. This one gives us 23. Then we now work out the f of x column. We say that f of x column is the product between the frequency and the midpoint. Now midpoint in this case is the column x. So now we are going to get the frequency, the product between the frequency and the midpoint. So 14 by 4 gives you 56. 8 by 19 gives you 152. And then 9 by 24 gives you 216. And then finally 2 by 29 gives you 58. And then we sum the f of x column to give us the summation of fx. That one should give us 482. Then we now fill the CF column. CF column, we start by adding the first frequency. The first frequency in the frequency column is 4. 4 plus 8 gives us 12. 12 plus 9. 12 plus 9 gives us 21. 21 plus 2 gives us 23. So by that, we are done working out the frequency distribution table, and we can now answer questions relating to the frequency distribution table that we have just constructed. Now, we're told that from the distribution table, calculate mean, and already we have been given the formula here. Mean is summation of f of x over summation of f. The total sum of the f of x column divided by the sum of the frequency column. Already we have those particular values. So let us take summation of f of x is here, 482. So this will be 482. 482 divided by summation of f is 23. So divide this by 23. So this one will give you 20.956. We can give to 4 figures. 20.96 is the mean. So our mean is 20.96. What about median? And median, already we have been given the formula L plus n over 2 minus CFB divided by f times I. So now in this case, L is the lower class boundary. Remember what we said about class boundary. Class boundary is the class limit, but we subtract 0.5 if there are whole numbers. Subtract 0.5 from the class limits to make them class boundaries. Now, if you talk about the lower class boundary, this one is the lower class boundary. L in this case is the lower class boundary of the median class. So how do you know where is the median class? Median class is determined by, first of all, determining n over 2. N over 2, we had that our n is 23. So if you take 23, then you divide by 2, it gives you 11.5. So we're going to look for where will 11.5 fall in the CF column. Let us see. The first is 4, the next is 12, the next 21. So CF column 11.5 will fall on the frequency 12. And therefore we are going to mark all this class so that we work with this class. It will help us work the median. So therefore 17 to 21 is the median class. So median class, according to this case, is 17 to 21. And then the lower class boundary, you get the lower class limit of this class. The lower class limit is 17, and then subtract 0.5 because they are whole numbers, so that we have that this is 16.5. This is now what we are going to use as L. Now, what about n over 2? We know n is the total frequency divided by 2. What about CFB? CFB, after determining the median class, this is the CF of that particular median class. Then there is a class that comes before this particular median class. Like in this case, this is the class before the class 17 to 21, which is our median class, is the class 12 to 16. And the CF for that particular class is 4. Now this is what we are going to have as our CFB. The cumulative frequency of the class before the median class. That is what we mean by CFB. So now already we have found that this is L is 16.5, n over 2 is 11.5, CFB is 4, and F is the frequency of the median class. Frequency of the median class. This is the median class. The frequency was 8. So therefore F is 8. What about I? I means the class interval. I is the class interval. And already we had worked this, it was 5. Now we have everything that we need to get the median. So therefore, how do we work? We shall now replace. So our median is going to be L. L is 16.5 plus n over 2 is 11.5 so bracket 11.5 subtract CFB, so minus 4, divided by F, which is 8, and then multiply by I, which is 5. Don't raise this to power 5. You are supposed to multiply by 5. So this is going to be 16.5. 11.5 minus 4 gives you 7.5. Divide that by 8 and finally multiply by 5. This one gives you 4.6875. If you add this, it gives that the median is 21.1875. This becomes a median for this particular data. I hope you have understood how to get the median. Don't worry, if you don't understand, the next example will be able to open your eyes even better. Then you're told, state the modal frequency. The modal frequency is the highest frequency. The highest frequency is 9, so therefore that becomes the modal frequency. State the modal class, and we're saying that the modal class is the class with the highest frequency. So the highest frequency is 9. Let us see which class had the highest frequency. So the highest frequency was 9, and the class is 22 to 26. So therefore the modal class is 22 to 26.